I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Orton Gillingham Coaching. Today I want to cover syllable division. In many of my videos I have gone over syllable types and of REVLOC, and today I want to talk about why we're using those syllable types. Why are we going through those? It's for syllable division, to break down words and make them easier. So that's what we're going to cover today. A quick overview of REVLOC, our syllable types. There are 6 syllable types in REVLOC. We use REVLOC because the R is most dominant, and this is the order of dominance. We tell students always look for R first, then look for E, V, L, and last look for O and C. And those stand for R controlled, magic E syllable, vowel team, consonant LE, open and closed. I have a video overview specifically on these, so if you need to go back and review that, go ahead and do that, because this one's really going to cover the syllable division types. So why does syllable division work in the first place? Well, not that exceptions don't exist, because they do. They always do. Always has exceptions. But making rules around breaking down words with patterns in them just makes it much easier to break these words into smaller, more digestible parts. So it also helps to see groups of words in common. So when we're teaching rabbit words, we're teaching a whole group of words in common, and it's patterns. So students can see, oh, reptile words, all these rabbit words. So not only is it helping them learn to break the words down, it's also seeing groups of words, and groups of words commit to memory. It's helpful for memory retention is what we're looking for. There are 7 types of syllable division rules, and within each rule we have more subdivided patterns. So I'm not going to go too much into detail in this video because it would be very long. I'm going to do separate videos for each pattern, but today I want to give an overview so that you could see an umbrella picture of what we're accomplishing here. Okay, I'll start with the VCCV pattern. That is vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel is what that stands for. You have rabbit, reptile, candy, and hornet. You would divide by having students underline each vowel, and then in this case divide between the 2 consonants on all of these types. On the rabbit words you would get 2 closed syllables. Reptile you get a closed and a magic E. Candy words you would get a closed and a open, but the open is the D and the Y saying the long E sound. And hornet you get the R controlled with a closed. Next we have VCV, which is vowel, consonant, vowel. This gets a little bit trickier, and within this one we have tiger words and camel words. 60% of the time you'll divide after the first vowel to get a long vowel sound, and 40% of the time you'll divide after the consonant and get a short vowel sound. In this case, a student would need to test the words. So you know, tig or tiger, and then same with camel or camel. It's a little trickier, and there's also some special circumstances with schwa sounds. I'll definitely go into all that in a dedicated video. Next is our CLE, which stands for consonant plus LE. Within that you have puzzle and table. Students would underline the vowels. They would see the consonant LE at the end. They would go to the end, count back 3 and divide. Within this division type of the puzzle and table, you will have a closed syllable plus the consonant LE and an open syllable plus consonant LE. Next we have the VCCV words, vowel, consonant, 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 vowel words. These we call ostrich words, and you do not divide consonants that belong together. As in ostrich, you would keep your TR together. So blends and digraphs stay together. Next we have our VV, and you have lion words and poem words. These are advanced, and we have students divide between unstable digraphs and diphthongs, or between vowels which do not form vowel teams and diphthongs. For example, lion, you will have words that have reversed vowel teams, so you will always divide between those. It's easy to tell them. Poem, we know OE can be a vowel team, as in toe, but we would keep those together. But in this case, poem, it looks like a vowel team, but it's not. it's unstable. So they would divide between those. Again, this is advanced, and I'll do a whole video on that. Next, we have compound words, and it's in a more advanced position. It's an easy division. You just divide in between the two words, the two compound words. But it's in a more advanced position because your student also has to know a lot of words like boy, cowboy, and cow, how to use OW and how to use OY and pronounce those. For example, something like sunset might be easy, but you do get more advanced words that make it a little more advanced of a division rule. Lastly, we have the prefix and suffix division rule. Students will divide between the prefix and root or the suffix and root or both. This really unlocks a lot of words. It's a powerful division rule. Of course, it's also kind of advanced because your students have to have seen prefixes and suffixes. They have to know what those are, and then they have to be able to label them. I always have students circle the prefix or suffix. I think it helps them see it better, and then put a line between. I'll give an example of jumping. I would have the students circle the ing and then put a division, and then read jump and then read ing. Just to show you a sample worksheet on how we would do this, it says underline your vowels, code with VCCV. You would code it VCCV. Divide between the consonants, that's the rule, and then you label it CC, and this is one where we have them write each one, and then happen. So this is getting students used to doing how to code them and how to divide them, and same with reptile words. And then you have your candy words. This is workbook 2 in my scope and sequence workbook. So just to show you how this can work. When do we teach the syllable division? We've taught syllable types. So all the way up here is rabbit. But look at all this we've done beforehand. So we've gone through short vowel rules. We've gone through all our letters or phonemes. We've done it all. We've got blends. We've got closed syllables, magic E syllables. So we don't even start teaching syllable division on my scope and sequence. Even first set of suffixes is right here, and then rabbit words. So students should be getting a mastery here of reading, blending, getting some rules. And you probably could go up here after, up in here with some rabbit words if you're confident your student could do it. It really is up to you when you do it. But it's just started down here on my scope and sequence after you've done a lot. A student really does have to have a mastery of blending sounds though, of syllables, of a closed syllable before you try to do a rabbit word. And what you would want to have them do is underline each vowel, divide between the consonant, and read each syllable slowly. Put a C above it and circle that little C, saying closed syllable, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And so you want to make sure they know what they're doing before you just start throwing, syllable division at them. It's important. What I would be cautious of, VV is way down here. So I wouldn't teach that up here, or even, just be mindful of if something's way down here, there's probably a reason. And most of these scope and sequences are similar. I know they vary a pretty good bit, but some of them, they're pretty similar when they teach things. So just be mindful of when you're teaching it, that's all. But you know your students, you got it. As a final word, I hope today you got to see how Orton Gillingham is a wonderful approach for breaking down words and putting them into more digestible pieces using REVLOC and syllable division rules. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll visit my blog, ogforall.com, and please certainly like and subscribe these videos and visit the workbook store on my blog. Thanks and have a great day.